Did you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Ivan. This is my lovely wife, Velda.
Hi, I'm Velda Moore.
And lovely they are. So you all, we talk a lot. We have such a strong relationship. I think I'm actually over here more than I'm in the office working. I wanted us to really take a moment to talk about how we met and how that turned into us building a plan and a strategy for you to not rent, but actually own.
I met Cassandra through my cousin. She referred me to her. And I was, at the time, I was a Section 8 voucher holder and my lease was up. And so looking for a place to move and the hassle that comes along with it, we decided to try to go for home buying.
Briefly, can you share a little bit about your story? I know we talk about this often. I tell you that you are a source of inspiration for me. And can you share, do you mind sharing a little bit about your personal story?
Well, my story is really in depth.
Well, just give us a high-level overview.
From the streets, from Cabrini-Green. Wasn't born in Cabrini-Green, but migrated to Cabrini-Green. I've stood on every corner there is, all four corners, from drug dealing to drug using, to owning my own business, to losing my own business, to now working at Northwestern Hospital, and also owning my very own building.
Ms. Velda, earlier you talked about how we initially met. And the initial idea and the goal was to utilize your voucher so that you could find another rental. What changed after we had our first interaction? What shifted in your mind and your husband's mind?
The hassle of finding an apartment, the hassle of is, looking for a place to move, and the housing areas is kind of like, well, you know what? Why don't we just go for home ownership?
What were some other just tips or tools or thoughts that you had in terms of changing and shifting your gears from rental to owning?
In addition to what my wife was talking about, we have to realize I had conversations with Cassandra. I've had conversations with other people in my circle, and it makes sense. Math, when you crunch the numbers, when you really crunch the numbers, if you're paying $1,300 for rent or more, you're better off owning.
Mm-hmm.
So let's shift gears, you all, and let's talk about your biggest challenge and or fear as you navigated through the home ownership journey.
I wouldn't so much use the word fear, but one of my biggest concerns leading up to property was finding the right piece of property to start with. Outside of that, it would have been the finances. How much money did I actually need right here and right now?
Thank you for sharing. Ms. Velda, I'll ask you the same question. What would you say was your biggest concern, not fear, or challenge leading up to the journey?
My biggest concern was learning how to do maintenance around home.
Talk to us a little bit about the landlord process, because that's also something that a lot of people tend to not want to do. Either one of you can go.
Well, actually, I owe a lot to Cassandra. Her and her daughter did the work.
Mm-hmm.
As far as finding a tenant.
Mm-hmm.
I had very little say so in that part, except for yes or no, if I wanted that person or if I didn't want that person. The final decision came down to me.
I agree with my husband. I agree with my husband, and we're gonna change it.
But I believe that You should not do anything alone.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a team that works with you, it makes it a whole lot easier. You also have some guidance. I think that homeowner program came with a few bucks, to help with the closing.
I want to take a moment to shout out your lender and to give her flowers. Is there anything that you would like to say about how your lender worked on you all's behalf to make sure that you only had to bring $100 to the closing table?
Janita is fabulous.
In summary, are there any last words that you would like to share with someone that might be thinking of ownership but might be on the fence? I'll let you go first, Ms. Velda.
I say, well, for some tips is basically save money. Also do your research on the housing market, do your research on home ownership.
Prepare.
Mm-hmm.
I would save money. And I would ask the right questions.
I appreciate you for taking time today, and we hope to visit you really soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Absolutely.